The Secret of the Abandoned Station, Episode 13. James stepped out of the underground chamber, his heart still racing from the encounter with the ghostly woman. The air felt lighter, but the mystery was far from over. In his hand, the glowing key still hummed with power, and he knew it would lead him to the next part of the puzzle. As James made his way back to the platform of Grey Hollow Station, he noticed something had changed. The station was no longer as quiet as before. In the distance, he could hear the faint sound of whispers echoing through the tunnel. Shadows seemed to flicker across the walls, and the once still air now felt charged with energy. Determined, James approached the massive clock in the center of the station once more. The hands of the clock, which had been frozen in time, had begun to move slowly but surely. The clock's ticking grew louder as he got closer, resonating with a strange rhythm that seemed to sync with his heartbeat. Holding up the glowing key, James watched as the key's light grew stronger, illuminating hidden markings on the base of the clock. These symbols, ancient and worn, told the story of a time long forgotten, a secret buried deep within the fabric of reality itself. The station was not just a place, it was a gateway. Suddenly, a low rumble shook the station. The ground beneath James trembled, and the lights overhead flickered. A new portal began to form, but this time it was different. The swirling blue light was infused with streaks of gold, and the portal appeared more stable, more controlled. Taking a deep breath, James stepped toward the portal, his mind racing with thoughts of what lay beyond. He could feel the weight of the journey ahead, the unknown challenges, and the answers he sought just beyond the threshold. As he stepped into the light, James was overwhelmed by a sensation of weightlessness. His body felt as if it were being stretched across time and space. When the light finally receded, James found himself standing in a place that defied description. The sky above was filled with swirling galaxies, and the ground beneath him was made of crystal-like structures that reflected the stars. In the distance, a colossal structure loomed, the Archive of the Forgotten. This ancient place, known only in legends, was said to contain the knowledge of every civilization that had ever existed. James knew this was his destination, the place where the final answers awaited. As he began his approach, a familiar voice echoed in the distance. "James." The voice was soft, almost like a whisper carried on the wind. It was the voice of the ghostly woman. But this time she sounded different, less ominous, more guiding. James paused, turning toward the voice. There, standing at the edge of the crystal path, was the ghostly figure once more. Her form was clearer now, less ethereal, and her face was filled with an expression of sorrow. "You're close, but the answers you seek are not without cost." She reached out her hand toward him, her fingers glowing with the same blue light as the key. "The archive holds what you seek, but to unlock its knowledge, you must be prepared to face your past. Only then will you understand the true secret of the station." James hesitated. His past was something he had buried deep, memories he had tried to forget. But he knew there was no other way. If he wanted to uncover the truth, he would have to confront the shadows of his own life. With a deep breath, James stepped forward, toward the archive, ready to face whatever lay ahead. 1-3.